Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and this is part 3 of my bookshelf 12 of the bookshelf tour 2015. Hopefully all that makes sense. So this is going to be all of like my serial killer kind of books or like people horror. Please let me know if that makes sense down in the comments below. So yes. It goes all the way up to the top. Alright, I apologize for the lighting. I'm not quite sure why it looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these down so I can show you the covers, and then I will stack them back up like I did the other side. Okay, so the first book on the bottom here is Bret Easton Ellis's Lunar Park. This is a horror novel. I have read his American Psycho, and I am currently reading his Rules of Attraction. I cannot wait to read this one. Next I have the first book in the Hannibal Lecter series called Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. Adult books. These are all adult books. Then I have Something Dangerous by Patrick Redmond. And this is an ARC copy of this story. I don't know why Book Off can sell ARCs, but they do. So I got this for $1. I know nothing about it other than that it's a horror novel. I can't wait to read it. Alright, and next we have Hannibal Rising. I believe this is the final book, or it's kind of out of order because the hardcovers, I have 2 hardcovers and 2 paperbacks. So yeah, this is the 4th book of the Hannibal Lecter series by Thomas Harris. Next I have Mayhem by Sarah Pinborough. I think this is like a Jack the Ripper kind of story. I cannot wait to read this one. The second one is also out, but I don't own it, and I can't remember what the title is, but I think it does start with an M. Alright, next I have the Supernatural Enhancements by Edgar Quintero. All of these, like I said before, are all adult horrors. And then I have Help for the Haunted by John Searles. And then I have I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This is a YA horror novel, and it is kind of like Dexter. Then I have Roots of Evil by Sarah Rain, and this is an adult horror novel. And then I have The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. These are all going to be horror retellings. This is the retelling of The Island of Dr. Moreau. I just read Megan Shepherd's The Cage, so I really like her writing, and I'm excited to read this companion trilogy. I also have the sequel, The Dark Curiosity. I think this is a retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember what the third book is called, but I will, of course, leave it here in the video, and I really need to own that one. Next, I have Midwinter Blood by Marcus Sedgwick, another YA horror novel. Okay, and on to my paperbacks. So you're probably going to hear falling. But this one is Summer of Night by Dan Simmons, another chunker. And then I have Carney Punk by all of these different authors. This is a collection of horror short stories. And then I have Silence of the Lambs, which is the sequel to Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, or the second book of the Hannibal Lecter series. And then I have the third book of the series, which is just called Hannibal by Thomas Harris. Next I have Pretty Girl 13 by Liz Coley. This is a horror novel. I think this girl is kidnapped, but I could be wrong. Alright, and then I have Bone Chiller by Graham McNamee. You did see Beyond, a ghost story, down in my paranormal section, and so this one is supposed to be a different kind of horror. And then I have The Grove by John Rector. I think this is an adult horror novel. And then I have The Prince of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This is a YA horror novel, and I do own his mystery book. I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? And then lastly on that pile is The Drowning Girl by Caitlin R. Kiernan, another horror novel. Okay, and finally, let me bring my camera down a little bit. I'm going to show you these last books here. This is, I don't remember what this guy's name is, but this is from the Hannibal TV show. Alright, we have Stephen King's Revival. I got this for my birthday. I don't know anything about it other than it's Stephen King, and I would read any Stephen King book. So I can't wait to read that. And then I have the 5 books of the Escape from Furnace series, by Alexander Gordon Smith. So the first one being Lockdown. The second one being Solitary, the third one being Death Sentence, the fourth one being Fugitives, and the fifth and final book is Execution. I know Ashley from Ashley Reads really likes this series. I know that Keely over at Ability Files Journey really likes this series, and so does Courtney from Book Escapism. These are all their, those 3 girls, these are one of their favorite horror series. It's YA, and it's about an underground jail or prison for juvenile delinquents. And it's supposed to be really gruesome, and I just can't wait to read them. Is it? Thanks for watching. That was a very long bookshelf tour. I hope you enjoyed. I can turn the camera to that side. That's my other bookshelf. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!